In the Turkish league, I already spoke about Victor Osimhen's exploits over the weekend and the whole week. Next up for his team, they play Sivasspor at home on Saturday as they inch closer to yet another Turkish league title, which would be a wonderful way for Osimhen to sign off from the Turkish Giants. Osai Samuel was no new stop for Fenerbahce as they beat Gaziantep 3-1 on Saturday, so they remain 5 points behind Galatasaray. And next up for them, they have a big one against Besiktas at home on Sunday, which they need to win to stay within touching distance to Galatasaray. As for Anthony Dennis of Göztepe, he played 90 minutes as Göztepe lost 2-0 to Trabzonspor in the Turkish Cup semi-finals. Anthony Nakwaeme actually got an assist in this game for Trabzonspor. So that means Osimhen's Galatasaray will play Nwakeme's Trabzonspor in the Turkish Cup final, which will, of course, bring you the updates there. And earlier today, Göztepe are 3-0 up against Istanbul Başakşehir. Anthony Dennis started the game as usual, which is, pretty impressive for Göztepe. And next up for them, they'll play Demirspor away on Sunday. While David Okereke was not in the squad for Gaziantep's 3-1 loss to Fenerbahce on Saturday. But let's see if he'll be back in the squad when they play Rizespor away on Saturday. Zedu Sanusi continues to be a bench warmer for Porto. They did lose 2-0 to Estrela de Amadora, which just shows you how bad things have gotten for Porto. They're fourth in the league. They're below even Braga. Meanwhile, Benfica and Sporting Lisbon are having a straight shootout for who's going to be crowned Portuguese champions for the season. So really disappointing season for Porto, and even more disappointing for Sanusi, who's not getting minutes. So let's see if his fortune will turn in the final games of the season, starting with their game against Moreirense at home on Friday. In the Belgian league, I already spoke about Tolu Arokodare's exploits, of course. One thing to mention, they did lose 1-0 to Royal Antwerp over the weekend. Next up with them, they play Union Saint-Gilloise away on Saturday, as it's a straight shootout between Union Saint-Gilloise, Genk and Club Brugge for the Belgian league title. Speaking of Raphael Onyedika and Club Brugge, he played 88 minutes as Club Brugge lost 1-0 to Union Saint-Gilloise on Thursday at home. And then he played 90 minutes as they drew 0-0 to the same opponent on Sunday away. So Union Saint-Gilloise currently have the edge. However, next up for Onyedika, his team plays Ghent at home on Thursday and then Anderlecht on Sunday. I just wanted to also mention that Tolu Arokodare and Onyedika have both been nominated for the Ebony Foot Award in Belgium. This award is given to the best African player or African origin player in Belgium's top football league. The last time this Ebony Show Award was won by Nigerian was when Polonachu had his unbelievable season for Genk in 2021. Some other Nigerians that have won this trophy include Amokachi, Ikpeba, Godwin Okpara, and Celestine Babayaro. So the award is decided by league coaches, the Belgium national team manager, sports journalists, and one or more honorary jurors. So it's very likely Arokodare may win this trophy or award, but it could also go to Onyedika. So congratulations to both of these players, and I'm intrigued to see where they end up in the summer. In the Greek league, Bruno Yemachi, as already mentioned, continues to play well and start games and kept here another clean sheet. Next up for them, they play PAOK at home on Sunday, and then they have their next most important game against OFI Crete in the Greek Cup final, which will taking place on the 17th of March. I already spoke about Cyril Dezer's exploits for Rangers. They're 2-2 against St. Mirren. Celtic have now won the league, of course. And next up for Rangers, they get to play Celtic at home on Sunday, 12 p.m. kickoff. So it's just a routine game. See if Rangers can somehow end up second. And in South Africa, Nobali did not have a game over the weekend, but his team Chippa United will be in action against Stellenbosch away on Wednesday before they play SuperSport United away on Saturday over the weekend.